Omo, I don't know. Welcome, guys. Honestly, there's really nothing to smile about. There's nothing to smile about. This is another episode of Ikezy Talk Sport, and talking about the Brentford Arsenal game. There's really nothing to smile about that game. Before the game, I said, let's just keep it professional. Let's get the job done. Nothing fancy is an away ground. We know that. I think is it the GTEC Stadium, Brentford Stadium. Brentford away is always a difficult place, but I've always said something throughout the season. If you're going to drop points playing your best football, and then we know that yes, you gave it your 100%, and it's just one of those games. This game wasn't one of those games. It was arguably our worst performance this season. I don't even think it's arguable. I think it's our worst performance this season. I didn't see any courage from the boys. Maybe aside from Declan Rice. And it's funny because I was even saying that I wanted, Declan Rice to be rested before the game. Now imagine they had rested him. That's why I'm not the manager, right? I mean, I only spoke based off of the form that we were carrying into the game. It looked like we were flying. Kai Havertz was back. As at the time when I made the video, Kai Havertz hadn't gotten injured. We looked like we were proper. And then you take Kai Havertz out of the team, and then everything goes to shreds. Come on, we need to be doing better than that. Martinelli, what was that last? You could have just saved us the embarrassment. We would have taken the 3 points, knowing that we didn't play well, but would have taken that 3 points. You've done so much better. You've done so much better this season for you to not to have scored that goal. And whether we like it or not, I'm not trying to spread fear or negativity. Moments like this oftentimes decide the season, and we need to be mindful of it. I felt like the players were supposed to come into that game knowing what the job was, knowing that they were going to, they were walking into an hostile environment. We know very well how further we set pieces, they're very physical and stuff like that, and yet we did not turn up. We did not. Credit to Madueke for his goal. I thought Madueke was brilliant. Rico Henry didn't let him breathe all game, but he still managed to get one over him. I don't want to spend my time singling out players because honestly, I will single out every single one aside from Declan Rice. For me, he's been a standout performer the entire season. He's been consistent. He's been doing what he's supposed to do. But every other person today, extremely poor. From the people that started to the people that came off the bench. Then there's Madueke that did slightly better. I think he got the man of the match. There's no positives, though. I don't see the positives to pick from this game because after the Wolves game, I think the next couple of fixtures, Man City play before us. So if this team is showing that they cannot handle the pressure, then I don't know what is. Now, a lot of people will say that we are done playing away at the teams that are the upper end, top half of the league. But guess what? The running is a different battle in itself. If you're saying that we have easier fixtures because we are going away to teams that are lower end of the season, guess what? Some of those teams are fighting relegation battles. I'm talking about the likes of West Hams and co. It's going to be difficult. It is going to be difficult. Those games are going to be difficult. And we've just put ourselves in a situation where we've attracted unwanted pressure. The ask was simple. Focus for 90 minutes today, get the job done, and majority of you get the rest anyways because we play Wigan in the FA Cup. That was all the ask was, right? And collectively, they didn't deliver. There's something I don't like about us now, especially when we play away recently. We score goals and then we just decide that we want to protect the lead instead of going for another goal. Like I would never understand it. The players need to understand that we're not doing all of this just to have a good season. We want to win titles. We as fans, we want to be lifting the major titles at the end of the season. If you're going to go to a stadium, away stadium is difficult. You get the first goal and you're going to sit back afterwards. We can't be having that. That is not what we should be doing. You can't win titles like that. Now, that's not to say that Arsenal cannot still go ahead or go on a good run and win the league, but we are making it harder for ourselves. We are reducing our chances of doing so because by producing, performances like that. And I always say this channel, this page, I will always keep it real. I will always keep it real with you guys at all times. It is not doom and gloom yet, but every point counts. Every point counts. I was here when we dropped point against Nottingham Forest, and I said, I don't think we should be dropping points against a team like Nottingham Forest, and we did. And a lot of people came for me. And then the following week, we dropped points to Manchester United. And here we are again. We've dropped points to Brentford. Now, yes, you can't control what will happen with other teams. And I mean, I'm talking about the likes of Man City and that stuff like you can't control. I mean, obviously they could possibly drop points, but you can't be banking on that. You have to win your own games, and we failed to do that today. Honestly, I'm just lost for words, man. It's just I don't have a good feeling about this. Yes, I'll be here on Sunday or is it Saturday supporting the team against Wigan. I'll be here next week, supporting the team against Wolves. But guys, just make it easy. Make it easier for us, please. Make it easier for us, right? Just do what you have to do. Get it. It was a terrible performance. I'm looking at the expected goals. We had 0.6 compared to Brentford's 1.34, right? 7 total shots as compared to Brentford's 12. This is not. You can't want to win the league and drop a performance like this against Brentford. It is Brentford. I don't see the big deal, honestly, and that's just me. Maybe I was a little bit arrogant. I was arrogant in my pre-match, but I honestly that is just what it is. I don't see the big deal beating a team like Brentford. We should be beating teams like Brentford. Man City came to the stadium and they won. So Nottingham Forest even won recently. So what are we talking about? Like we needed to get the job done and we failed to do, and we have to look at ourselves in the mirror. A lot of players have to look at themselves in the mirror. A lot of them. A lot of them. It was shaky. Raya was shaky. Gabriel was shaky. See, I don't want to start naming names because, it's a very deep rabbit hole and I don't want to I don't want to spread negativity. Yes, I still believe we can win the title. I still believe that they can bounce back, but they need to give us something to work with. Give us something to work with, guys. Give us something to work with. I'm very disappointed. I'm gutted, but I guess we move. We move. Yeah.